Hello. So I want to take a moment to address a client question that came in this morning. This is a new client of mine. I'm going to read you the question, and I just want to share a few insights because I think the community can benefit from the insights. The question is this. This man, Dan, and I have been seeing each other for a few weeks. Suddenly, out of the blue yesterday, he informed me that he wanted to end the dating and that the timing was not good in his life. I'm confused and devastated. How do I move forward from here? So I think at some point or another in all of our lives, whether it is something as simple as us going and having a business deal or something a little bit more involved, like having the desire to have an intimate relationship with somebody, we've all gone through a situation where we've encountered this sense of rejection from someone else. And it can be a very devastating experience if we allow it to be. And sometimes we have to allow it to be in order to actually learn from it and grow from it. So what I want to address today is how you can actually navigate a scenario like this, especially if you're out there dating and you're trying to meet this one man that you would like in your life. So one of the reasons we take rejection so personally is because we are actually over-invested in this person and under-invested in ourselves. So I'm going to say that again. We are over-invested in this other person and under-invested in ourselves. Now, we're all human. We're going to have areas where we over-invest sometimes in others over ourselves. But a lot of us who struggle in relationships actually struggle in relationships because we have a habitual pattern of over-investing in somebody else and not investing enough in ourselves. So what happens is when we over-invest in someone, we give them our space and our energy in our being, and we take them to be part of our being when they have not earned the right to be part of our being. And this is what causes the feeling of rejection within us. So when we feel rejected, it's because we have actually played less than and given this person so much importance and so much space that now the universe is actually just reminding us in a stronger way that that's exactly what we've been doing all the time. So the calling then is for us to look deeper within ourselves and look at where we compromise ourselves in order to be in the relationship. And when I say compromise ourselves, I mean, where do we shrink in order to actually be in relationship? And the areas that we shrink are the areas which we typically kind of shove under the rug and say, I'm going to just let this go. I'm going to sweep it under the rug. Even when we actually have a feeling or a thought that tells us not to do that. We violate ourselves and abandon ourselves. And when these violations, little violations and abandonments build up over and over again inside of ourselves, the universe has to show us where we have actually not honored ourselves by bringing to our external experience something that will strongly show us where we are not honoring ourselves. So in effect, if we don't govern ourselves and manage our own energies, our own mental and emotional worlds, and we are consistently shoving that out of the equation, then the universe has to manage it for us. And so one of the ways the universe manages that for us is by saying, this person needs to get out of your life, therefore I'm going to take this person out of your life. So the universe manages it for us. So now that doesn't necessarily help you move through the pain. That helps you understand what might be causing you the pain, but it doesn't necessarily help you move through the pain fully. So in order to move through the pain, you must first have a belief shift. And the belief shift is really inside of yourself, going back inside of yourself and asking yourself, where have I been playing small in my life? And why have I been playing small? And why do I keep playing small? Because I feel that I deserve to only play small in my life. And when we can start to look at it from those lenses, we start to gain perspectives that are more enriching to us, perspectives that are more inherent or authentic to us. And we get deeper insights as to what may be going on in our inner world. And when we get these deeper insights, we now have the necessary prompts and also the inspiration within us to actually take actions that are more aligned with who we are on the inside. So now we can get closer to the shift that we want to have in our lives in order to become more authentic within ourselves. And authenticity is a subject for a long day. I've actually been posting quite a bit about it last week, and probably there'll be other posts this week that'll also be talking about that topic, because it's so important, especially as we women who are really stepping into our womanhood and claiming our space in this world as business owners, as well as lovers and in relationships. We really want to step into that. And I digress. So I'm going to come back into what we can do now in order to really shift this. So the number one thing we can do if we are still enthralled in the pain is to make a list of everything where we put this person above us, where we consider them to be really awesome, excellent, all of those areas, and then look at how that fascination or putting them up on a pedestal is what is causing us our pain and causing us to overinvest. So we look at that very, very closely, very, very honestly, in a very transparent manner, and we say, where have I been playing small in these areas? And what do I have within me that is actually on par with this other person? And when we can do this thoroughly and really get to all aspects of how this person and you interacted and notice all of the areas where you have actually put this person on a pedestal and not acknowledged your own traits or qualities that you have that are similar or same in nature, we continue to put someone else on a pedestal and not own those qualities and traits. And that's what causes us to feel the sense of rejection. And so what the gift of this rejection is, which helps us to heal it, is a deep knowing in our hearts that we actually have everything within us that we are seeking outside of us. And by taking a conscious step to look into our mind and finding the answers in our mind, we can actually resolve the experience in our mind and bring it into our hearts. And when we bring the experience into our hearts, the energy of the heart will open into a loving experience toward ourselves through a softening and to a loving experience to this other person, because what this other person has gifted us is this immense sense of us getting back who we are in our core. I wish you a beautiful day.